Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Joy-Filled Universe podcast. I am your host, Lisa Ryan, and this week we are continuing our adventure together as we follow the Jack Canfield's 30-day guide to living the law of attraction. We have accomplished 15 lessons thus far, and today we are going through the next 5 that you can easily apply during your Monday through Friday of the week, or really just any time for that matter, just so long as you're feeling in a high vibe, happy to manifest space. So let's do a little pulse check here. Are you enjoying the lessons? Are there any specific ones that are just coming up as your next go-to or something for your back pocket to use on a routine basis? I think for me, I'm going to say that the power of substitution, which is where you turn your negative thoughts into positive ones, because I feel like that kind of aligns too with the thinking about what you do want versus what you don't want. I think these together are really becoming my norm. And I say this because I just feel a lot lighter. I feel better. I feel happier knowing that I can catch these moments and I can quickly shift them so that I can keep my vibe in a really high, happy to manifest, bring me more of my high vibe universe space. And I'm just going to say a little random thought here, which I believe is fitting because it definitely aligns with how focusing on what you do want versus what you don't want can really be effective from a relationship perspective. So the law of attraction has supported our awareness that our thoughts and energy vibrate at certain frequencies, attracting similar experiences into our lives like a magnet. Well, if we apply this to relationships, focusing on positive aspects of our partner or close friend sends out high vibe energy, drawing more love, harmony, and desirable traits into the relationship dynamic. So, for example, by visualizing and affirming what we appreciate about our partner or close friend, such as their loyalty or passion, thoughtfulness, generosity, we align with abundance, which supports the manifestation of deeper connection, better communication, or even resolving issues organically. And I have actually used this with some of the people that I have coached in the past, most especially with those who did not always have very kind words to share about their partners. So at one point in a session, I expressed to one of my clients that for every negative thing they messaged about their partner, I would like them to give me 1 to 2 positive things about them. And I did this because shifting to positive thoughts helps to improve existing relationships. So thankfully, my client was open to this, and when routinely practicing it over the course of our sessions together, they eventually became so accustomed to focusing on the character traits that they appreciated about their partner that the things that they didn't really love about them started to just feel small in comparison. And because of this, it didn't affect them as harshly as it once did. And some of their partner's idiosyncrasies even evolved into traits that they started to like, just because it was unique and it was just a sweet quirk that their partner had, which made their partner feel special to them and eventually brought a level of joy and laughter versus something that frustrated them. So seeing their partner through a lens of love versus one of judgment or annoyance really changed how they responded to and received their human. And the bonus magic here, as I see it, is that my client's partner picked up on this much higher vibe too and started to respond to and reciprocate this level of appreciation, which brought about an overall higher level of happiness, love, and harmony in their relationship. And now, for the other one of my clients, I'm just going to say they too embarked on this exercise, and from it, they figured out what they did not want in a partner, and conversely learned about what they did want, and they stayed consistently focused there, which also led to a successful outcome because guess what? They eventually attracted a completely new partner into their life, one that matched the desires that they were focusing on. So their positive thoughts were the seeds that grew into a positive outcome, fostering a cycle of mutual attraction and fulfillment. There are just so many ways that we can practice all of these lessons. So just get creative, because this guide that we are navigating is just that. It's a guide, and the tools can be applied in so many effective ways in many areas of our incredible lives, which is why I really appreciate this practice and want to go on this adventure with all of you. Now, let's keep going, because this week we are exploring lessons 16 through 20, and here we go. So let's see. First lesson of the week is fairly simple, and it's just a bit about reflection. So that said, lesson 16 is this. So far, we have discussed the law of attraction and how it works in our lives. And we have also taken a look at who we are, our connection to the universe, God, divine source, higher self, insert the term that you use here, and the role we have played in creating our lives up to this point. So a quick round of applause with the progress we have all made thus far, because the lessons we have covered have reminded us about how powerful our thoughts and emotions truly are. We discussed the importance of releasing negative thoughts and staying focused on the positive and in a positive mindset in order to be a vibrational match for the abundance that we want to draw into our lives. We have acknowledged the power of our subconscious mind and applying its unlimited potential to help with attracting our dreams and goals into our reality. And we have talked about our purpose, goals, and how important it is to get so clear on what it is that we want to attract into our lives. All of this helps us as we are responsible for what we attract into our lives. And this awareness, it helps us with knowing that our future is not accidental in no way, shape, or form, because we create it, which is why being a conscious co-creator with the universe is so significant. And when we truly embrace this as being our God-given right, the confidence that comes with it can feel so expansive and freeing. So just take a minute and breathe that in, right? What a vibe. So by now, hopefully, we are developing a clear vision of who we are, who we want to be, how we want to be, what we want to have, where we want to go in life with a desired outcome and clear destination. So now we have our destination. We are programming our GPS, our internal GPS, and the universe will guide us through the law of attraction. So in this week's lessons, we are going to be focusing on maintaining joy and positive energy and connecting with our subconscious mind through affirmations, faith, and taking inspired action so we become vibrational matches with our desires. So the action for this lesson is super simple. All it is picking one of the previous 15 lessons that we have already accomplished to date and review and repeat it. This practice brings consistency and also brings about new habits that rewire our subconscious mind in all the best ways. So give it a go. I think I'm going to ring up some of my VIPs in life to just let them know how fabulous they are, because the energy that comes with this exchange is so uplifting for me. I really love it and I appreciate it. So what's it going to be for you? What is going to be your repeat lesson? Go back and think about one, especially one that really inspired you and brought you to a high vibe. All right, so here we go. Lesson number 17 then. This one is all about goals and aspirations. Do we have any idea what our personal goals and aspirations truly are? What are we passionate about? What do we want to be when we grow up? Which I believe is a lifelong question that we should ask ourselves regardless of our age, because we are always evolving. So we should always be having new rockets of desire that we're launching into the universe that inspires us every day to just be a little bit better than we were the day before. And I just want to say too, we also did a goal-focused podcast. I think it was called something like Ready, Set, Goal or something like that. So if you want, go back and have a look at that too, or I guess I should say have a listen to that too if you need a little assist on lighting up your creative juices. So now in many instances, we don't spend much time thinking about our goals. I'm just going to say that. We don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about our goals or our desires because we tend to get distracted by all of the busy activities and noise that come up loudly in our daily routines. However, one thing we seem to be really good at, very good at, mind you, most especially depending on what your vibe is that day, what we're really good at is itemizing things that don't or haven't been serving our highest good, which then just fuels the things that we complain about. And the silver lining here is that we become very clear about what we don't want. Yet, if we get lost in this noise, clarity about what we do want can sometimes be a lost opportunity. And to attract what we do want, we have to identify and get clear on our goals, which is better stated as getting clear about our dreams that happen to have deadlines attached to them. Yes, I love that. A goal is a dream that has a deadline attached. We need to be specific about our goals. How much do we want and when do we want it by? We have to learn to stop settling and take ownership and accountability for the fact that we are powerful co-creators with the universe. We get to create our reality, which is such an empowering statement in and of itself. We need to get clear, hold our goals, dreams, and desires in our mind until these thoughts become just second nature to us. And in the 30-day guide, Jack Canfield gives lots of examples from Lou Holtz, who was a famous football coach from Notre Dame, to himself about lifelong bucket lists and how creating these lists and accomplishing them can serve as a terrific tool for achieving goals and dreams at certain points in our lives. Now, I think this is a terrific idea. However, since this is the Joy-Filled Universe podcast, here is Lisa's spin on the lifetime goal lists. I personally do not have a bucket list. I think they're awesome, but it's just not my thing. And that's because I'm forever evolving. So whatever I dreamed of 20 years ago is very different than what I'm dreaming of today. So instead, I followed the list method, but I tightened up the timeline to 1 year to 5 year increments, usually 1 year if I'm honest. And I first appreciate where I am and all that I have accomplished thus far in my life. Yes, I level set myself and say, well done, girlfriend. You have come very far. You're already awesome. And from there, I think about where I want to go and be within the next year. What would I like to be doing? Who do I want to be? What do I want to have? How do I want to feel? Who do I want to be doing it with? Where do I want to live? What is the experience I want to be engaged in? And from here, what I want to accomplish starts to come alive. And with it, so do the exciting emotions that feed this desire. And once I have accomplished really focused clarity, I either capture these goals and dreams in my dream journal or vision book, or I create a vision board on my phone or in the pages of my journal or on a corkboard in my bedroom, because by making my dreams tangible, I activate the law of attraction, and the universe starts to just set up the circumstances that will help me to step into achieving my goals. all sorts of miraculous events just start to happen in my life. Sure, some goals might take a little longer to achieve than others, but they all eventually come true. And the great mantra here is this: let go and let God or universe or divine or source, whatever term you want to insert here. Just let go and enjoy the ride. And I also want to say too, always give the universe creative license. So whenever setting up your dreams and your desires and your goals, always just end it with, thank you, universe, this or something better, because then you're giving the universe creative license to far exceed your expectations in many instances, and it is always for your highest good. All right, so now the action for this lesson is this: pick a stretch goal and make it big. Yes, dream big, like traveling to visit all 7 of the wonders of the world, or getting your pilot's license, or starting your own business, or taking a leap into a totally new career path that feeds your passion, or meeting with a builder to develop plans for your new home, training for and running a half marathon, dropping 10 pounds, or any other thing that you can think of that you just wouldn't normally do. Then create an image of the goal and place it on your vision board or in your vision book or on your phone, anywhere that you are going to see it often, and start visualizing this goal mentally. And the more you carry this image with you, see yourself in the experience, and feel the emotions that come from this experience, you will be surprised just how quickly the resources to accomplish this goal will present themselves to you. You just have to ensure that you are removing resistance and any kind of doubt and being open to receiving. And spoiler alert, we are going to touch a little bit on more visualizing in a later lesson. But for now, just dream big and trust the process. Okay, lesson number 18. This lesson focuses on the power of affirmations, which are one of the best ways to attract what we want into our lives. It's also one of the easiest. Our thoughts and words are declarations of who we are, how we perceive the world, the circumstances we create, and who we are becoming. Every time we think a negative thought or make a self-deprecating comment, we are genuinely confirming that it is our personal truth. Now, on the flip side, the same holds true. Strong, positive affirmations are a means of transformation, and they are a key element when creating our desired world, because they are essentially replacing all of the negative limiting beliefs and self-talk that we have acquired and internalized over time. So lessons 18 and 19 are both going to focus on affirmations. 18 is positive affirmations and 19 is goal-specific affirmations. So since this is lesson 18, some examples of positive affirmations are: my life is abundant in every way. I am successful in all that I do. Money flows effortlessly to me. My life is filled with love and beauty. I am grateful for each and every experience in my life. I am divinely guided and protected. I am attracting joy into my life. I'm excited to be alive. I believe all things are possible. I am loved. I can do anything. I live with perfect health. I make a difference in the world. So these are all really good examples, but the focus here is for all of us to create our own positive affirmations, ones that are easy to remember and something that we can use often and on a daily basis. Consistency is also super important, because 30 uninterrupted days of messaging our affirmations to ourselves is all we need to reprogram our thought patterns. Now, I believe this, and I have made affirmations a really big part of my life. Some of my go-tos, I'm just going to say, are: I am safe, everything is always working out for me, everything happens for me, I am divinely guided and a co-creator of my reality. So the action for this lesson is: create 5 positive affirmations for yourself and commit to practicing them for a solid 30 days. Every day, message them to yourself over the course of the day. Routinely, just keep reminding yourself. And if at first you need to carry them around in an index card in your pocket, then do that. And if you're struggling to create your own, use one of the ones that I've already stated. Find one that feels in alignment for you and is easy to remember. Or Jack Canfield, he offered the following in his guide. It's a 3-part affirmation and it goes like this: I am powerful and I am loved. I am powerful and I am loving. I am powerful and I love it. So whichever way you want to go, create your own. Use one of the ones I've given you as an example. Use this Jack Canfield 3-step process, whatever you want to do. The purpose of this action is this: our subconscious will believe our affirmations to be true, and we will start feeling the positive results of our affirmations, all while co-creating our reality with the universe. So commit to saying and believing your affirmations and rewire your subconscious in a truly powerful way. Ugh, I love that one. All right. This brings us now to lesson number 19, which is about goal-specific affirmations. So a goal-specific affirmation states our dreams, desires, and goals as having already been achieved or completed. These are statements that message our goal in its accomplished state. Like, I feel light and alive at my perfect weight of 125. Mind you, they don't have to rhyme, but there you go. That's a good example. So this helps with joy, happiness, confidence, relief, and all other really great feelings of accomplishment. And these affirmations confirm that we will achieve our goals. They also reprogram our reticular activating system in our brain, which brings more awareness and openness to the circumstances, opportunities, people, resources, and ideas that support our goals. What's crazy is these resources have most likely always been present, yet up until this point, our brains often filtered them out. However, through our goal-focused affirmations, we will reprogram this filter to expand our perception and awareness to let these resources in. And now I'm just going to give you a really quick example of how this actually works. So right now, you are probably not aware of your left foot. Yet, as I say left foot, you begin to become more aware of it. Prior to this, we were filtering out how our left foot feels and the sensations that it is sending to our brain. And our goal-focused affirmations, well, they're going to do the same thing with our brain, and it opens us up to receiving all of these incredible resources that we will now notice where before we did not. So our action is to create some goal-oriented affirmations. And there are a few guidelines that we can use to do this. So here they are. Always state in the positive, no words like not. And state in the present tense as if you already have it and believe that it is so. Keep the affirmation short so it's easy to remember and say. Be specific, be exact with what you want. Begin with I am or we are, because that's always extra powerful. Now, not all of mine have that, but it is extra powerful to begin with I am. And then include action words like I am driving my new car. I am climbing up the mountain. And then include a feeling word like happily, joyfully, proudly, and don't forget to feel that emotion. And most importantly, make it personal, only for you, not others. This is your goal. Now, some examples of goal affirmations can be, I am feeling proud as I stand here looking at dozens of fur babies that I helped to find new, happy, forever homes with families that they love and love them back. I am feeling so proud to receive my well-earned college degree as I graduate at the top of my class. I am feeling joy as I watch the number of my podcast downloads grow week over week. I am feeling extra healthy as I enjoy another exercise routine that gives me strength and energy. I am enjoying this incredible view from the beach in Hawaii and feeling the warm sunshine on my face. I am thrilled to open my bank account and receive another lump sum deposit as I watch my financial assets continue to grow. So I think you're probably getting the flick here, as I could just go on and on with these goals. I do love them, and you can just dream so big. So get busy and write a few affirmations to support your goals. Replace those negative thoughts and self-talk that don't serve you, and reprogram that reticular activating system of your mind to be open to resources that support you. Because by doing all of this, we tap into the power of our subconscious mind, which is the direct line to activating the law of attraction. And remember, be consistent. 30 days will get you into a much better feeling state, in alignment, and most definitely on the fast track towards achieving your goals, your dreams, and your abundant reality. And this brings us to the last lesson for this week, which is lesson number 20. And this entails visualization. And well, I can't remember who said this, and I don't seem to have it here in my notes, but visualization is daydreaming with a purpose, which is largely saying our ability to visualize serves as a catalyst of creating our dreams. Some psychologists are even saying that 1 hour of visualizing is worth 7 hours of physical effort when it comes to achieving our dreams. And remember, our subconscious cannot tell the difference between real experience and one that we vividly imagine. It cannot differentiate between remembering, imagining, or actually experiencing an event. It responds to all of them equally. So the good news is that through various visualization techniques, we can fully experience any situation as if it were real. We can actually create emotional and physiological responses to the situation we are visualizing. Our subconscious mind will internalize this info and store it as if it was an actual experience. And the universe will respond to the vibrational energy that this creates with the manifestation that matches it. So we are going to talk about a 2-part visualization practice where we experience how holding a picture in our mind can influence our body and emotions. So the trick here is to notice what you feel and pay attention to how these feelings are different between part 1 and part 2. And please do this at a time when you can safely close your eyes. So if you are driving a car or out running or walking or something outside, I'm just going to say it's probably not a good time. So, all right. And if you are in a place that you can do this, then please close your eyes and take a deep breath and relax. Imagine that you are standing on a small terrace on one of the tallest skyscrapers in the world. Also imagine that this terrace has no railing at the edge. There is nothing at all between you and the vertical drop. As you are standing there, look down at your feet and notice what the terrace is made of. Is it concrete or asphalt, stone, wood, pavers? What is it? Is the sun shining? Is there a cool breeze on your face? Are there noises? Do you hear the street below? A helicopter or an aircraft flying over, or birds singing? And now imagine that you move towards the edge and look down at the street far, far below. See how small everything seems? Notice what you feel in your body. And then slowly walk back to the center of the terrace and open your eyes. And I'm going to share here too, another super effective way to do this. If you know someone who has those very clever virtual reality glasses, please give them a go, because that can create a very similar circumstance here as if you're standing on the edge of a skyscraper with nothing to protect you from the ledge. it can really get your heart pumping. Your palms get all a bit sweaty and a big gulp kind of feeling settles into your throat, and that empty pit-like feeling in your stomach, and even tension in your shoulders too, and the desire to just like pull back from the imagined ledge. And if you do happen to love heights, then you are also probably feeling that rush of adrenaline in your body too. So give that a go. But I mean, you can use this little visualization that I just messaged, or again, if you really want to take it up a level, go find someone with those virtual reality glasses. Oh my God, it's incredible. Okay, so part 2 is very similar. So close your eyes and take a deep breath. Imagine you're in the same skyscraper environment, yet this time you have a superpower and ability to confidently fly. You have these big, beautiful, like angel-like wings. And now you walk to the edge of the terrace, you gently bend your knees and you push off the ledge and you fly an incredible route to one of your most favorite places on the planet, whether it be a beach or a mountaintop, by a beautiful body of water, to a person's side who you love, and you give yourself that moment to enjoy yourself while you are there. And then just take notice of how you're feeling emotionally and physically in this instance. I bet it's a bit different, still a little bit tingly, but tingly in a much more positive way. And now I'm going to liken this to a simulator ride that I took. It was the Pandora ride at the Disney World Animal Kingdom in Florida. I took this ride earlier this year, and oh my goodness, we were flying on these like dragons that took deep plunges and dodged like the enemy dragons, and we flew through waterfalls and we did all these twists and turns. It was incredible in all the best ways. And I had just crazy chill bumps and I was screaming with joy throughout the ride. And here's the thing, I didn't go anywhere, but the vivid images and the feelings that I felt were just so real. So from these exercises, what we are learning is that what we imagine impacts our subconscious and our bodies. And I'm just going to say too, if we spend time and energy imagining worst case scenarios in our life, like being late, missing a flight, failing an exam, being rejected, then we are emotionally responding to this and attracting this energy and the circumstances into our lives. And now I love this quote. I'm not exactly sure again who said this. I should have brushed up on my who said what quotes. But anyway, the quote goes like this: worrying is negative goal setting. However, if we choose visualizing positive circumstances in our lives, we put those vibes out. And the more we do it, the deeper we imprint our subconscious mind and the stronger our emotional frequencies become, which ignites the superpower of the law of attraction. And that is it. We did it. Episode 3 of 6 is on the books, lessons 16 through 20. So keep reflecting on those lessons 1 through 15 as we bring 16 through 20 into our current Monday through Friday week of activity. Lesson 16, it reflects on how far we have come and picking one of the past lessons and giving it a little more focus and practice. And then lesson 17 is about goals and aspirations. So pick a stretch goal and truly start to visualize it. Feel into it, see yourself in it, and watch how the universe conspires in your favor to make it happen. And then lesson 18 is positive affirmations. Create some positive affirmations and commit to practicing them for a solid 30 days so you can change that negative internal self-talk into words that you not only hear yourself say, but your subconscious knows it to be true. And then lesson 19, goal affirmations. Create some goal-focused affirmations and remember, message them as if they are already done. And practice this for 30 days and watch how all of the resources that will serve us just start showing up, because what we once filtered out by our subconscious mind, we are now aware of and we're open to receiving them. And then lastly, lesson 20 was all about visualization. If you have been in a simulator or have experienced virtual reality glasses, or even just closing your eyes and visualizing an experience, you have felt that our bodies respond. Our subconscious mind does not know the difference between real and imagined, which is why it is so powerful to visualize your dreams and your goals. Don't perseverate over worst case scenarios. Rather, emotionally lean into your goals and your dreams and launch those incredible frequencies into the universe, which will surely bring your desire to you in all the best ways. And because I love a good quote, especially from this one that I can remember, who is the late, great Louise Hay, who is infamous for her affirmations, she said, "Every thought we think is creating our future." And that is so true. So let's stop burning daylight and live into every single moment with joy. And while you are living your best life, please help a girl out here by sharing this pod with your friends, write a review, rate, and follow the show. And if you love thoughtful quotes and some occasional pictures, then please follow me on Instagram. I'm at JoyfilledUniverse. All of this really helps me out with visibility, and I'm always just so thankful for your support. And that's a wrap for this week. I am your host, Lisa Ryan. This is the Joy-Filled Universe podcast, where we explore all the tools and tricks that are going to make your universe even more joyful than it already is. And I will see you next week. Bye.